As President Carol Craig of our school board has alluded to earlier, the Eau Claire Area School District has cut over $34 million since revenue controls were put in place back in the 1993-94 fiscal year. We've done and we've seen less and less being able to be provided for the school children and the young adults in the Eau Claire Area School District. So as we entered into this fiscal year and we were provided instead of what Governor Walker referred to as tools, I was very skeptical and also very worried. What I found through Governor Walker's tools was he provided us a set of dismantling tools at a time that we really needed computer technicians tools, fine tools, rather than tools that would disembowel public education as what has happened in the last 9 to 12 months. In other words, the tools provided simply didn't align with our needs. Those tools provided, in the case of the Eau Claire Area School District, less than half of the dollars that were needed to cover the overall deficit that we were facing and are facing in the 2011-2012 fiscal years. As several of the speakers, especially superintendents, have put out there, we're all being negatively impacted in this year, upcoming year, 2011-2012, as well as the future years, the following year. For Eau Claire, we're seeing over a $550 per student reduction. When you multiply that by our average daily membership, that's a $6 million impact. The tools, the governor's tools, provided about $4 million of relief, but that relief came at the expense and put on the backs of our own public employees, leaving a $2 million hole. The Eau Claire Area School District was able to cover that $2 million hole for next year only because of some very expeditious and efficient use of federal education jobs dollars. In essence, we received $2.5 million in federal education jobs monies in August of 2010. We spent less than $500,000 of that, carrying over $2 million that we can use next year. But next year is the end, and those dollars are gone, and they have to be fully expended by September 30th of 2012. We know, based on more recent legislative action, that school districts may be looking at about $100 per student revenue limit increase in 2012, 2013. But that's still, in our case, looking at what the total impact across our budget is, we'll leave about a $4.5 million hole. So new reductions, new layoffs, new impacts will be seen. The Eau Claire Area School District is faced by other challenges too. We are one of a few districts that are, again, seeing growing numbers, especially at our elementary and middle schools. This happens at a time, as several other districts have talked about, I believe Middleton, at a time that we are pressured at trying to add staff to meet those growing numbers, and also in our case at a time when we just revised our class size policy so we can provide some degree of predictability to our parents and our community in terms of, as our numbers grow, what that impact is in our class sizes. In closing, Wisconsin is at a crossroads. We're at a crossroads legislatively in terms of how we're going to fund public education in our state. And we're at a crossroads professionally. I've watched a lot of my colleagues within this district and across other districts that are really questioning either if they're colleagues, veteran colleagues, whether they remain in the profession, or if they're new teachers, new people to our profession, whether they want to enter the profession, and if so, if they want to do it in the state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin is in a race, and in my estimation, that race, as I think was alluded to by one of the Milwaukee School Board members, is at a race. We're in a race to the bottom. Wisconsin is poised to become the Mississippi of the Midwest. My question is that what we want for our state? Is that what we want for our children?